Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. This video I'm going to get a little deeper, I guess, and share with you just a small part of my journey and my story uh, and how I got to the person that I am today. So I have had anxiety for probably my whole life. My earliest memory of anxiety would be when I was 6 or 7 and having frequent panic attacks about not being able to fall asleep at night. So I just want to clarify there's a difference between feeling anxious every now and then, and that's normal, and most people will feel anxious every now and then. Anxiety as a mental illness is when you feel intense feelings of anxiousness and fear for absolutely no apparent reason. So I just wanted to clarify those differences. And for me, I have the mental illness anxiety, and it's something that I live with and I'm dealing with every day. So I didn't realize until I hit rock bottom last year just how taxing a life of stress can be to your body physically. And what I mean by that is that the early stages of 2015, I was really, really sick. And it's not anything that I would wish on anyone in the world to feel the way that I was feeling. I was a shadow of my former self, I guess. I was a shell of a human. I stopped enjoying the things that I used to love. I didn't feel like the person that I naturally am, which is bubbly and energetic and enthusiastic and happy. I cried numerous times every single day. I worked in the city, so I was walking through the streets of the city crying. On the bus to work and home from work, I was in tears. At work, I was crying. And nothing seemed to bring me joy. And I was having panic attacks daily. And I'm talking full blown, like heart palpitations, hyperventilation. If anyone's experienced a panic attack, it's just the most awful thing in the world. And these become more and more frequent. I started getting really sick, so I'd have this flu-like symptoms that I just couldn't shake. I'm talking weeks and weeks and weeks of just having this flu. And I remember one afternoon leaving work early yet again because of a flu, and I just burst into tears and just was so fed up with feeling. I'm actually getting emotional. It was such a shit time, feeling so sick. Didn't see this coming. And sad and anxious. So I took it on myself to do something about it, because it doesn't have to be that way. And I guess it's still quite fresh for me, because it was only a year ago, less than a year ago even, that I was feeling these things. So I took myself to see a doctor, a GP and a naturopath, and among obviously being diagnosed with anxiety, I was also diagnosed with adrenal fatigue, leaky gut, and a heap of other yucky things, including depression and some other things. And all of these things that I was dealing with was directly related to the stress levels that I had unknowingly put my body under for so many years. Rather than running on energy every day, I was running on adrenaline, and they're completely separate energy uses. It was taking me half an hour to an hour to fall asleep every night, and when I finally get to sleep, I'd wake up 3 or 4 times during the night. I'd have 10 hours sleep and wake up feeling like I'd been hit by a bus. There was a really down period where I could not physically get off the couch. I'm talking my partner having to lift me and carry me from the couch to bed. I felt helpless and hopeless. And yeah, people knew about what I was going through. I don't think people understood the severity of it, particularly because something like a fatigue, for example, other than having bags under your eyes and maybe looking a bit worse for wear, they just can't see how debilitating and how physically painful it is. It's not feeling tired, it's a whole other level of tiredness. It's like your limbs are heavy with exhaustion. I had to start napping just to get through a work day, and thank God that I had such an understanding boss and teammates that it would hit 3 o'clock and they'd be pushing me into the meeting room so I could go have my 20-minute nap, because I physically could not get through the work day. I don't want you to feel that way. you have a better life waiting for you. And I'm living a better life now that I've learnt these lessons that I have. But I don't want you to have to hit rock bottom and get to the place that I did to make changes in your life. The number one lesson that I learnt from hitting rock bottom is that you need to put yourself first. That is far from being selfish, and I've learnt that the hard way. If you don't put yourself first, you cannot show up and be your best self to everyone else in your life, and they want what's best for you. You think your friends and your family and your partners don't want the best life for you? You've got to put yourself first. And my advice for you is rest. It sounds so simple, but if I had taken time to rest every single day, to put myself first and not fill my life with stuff to feel busy and, like I'm living a full life. You can live a full life and have a free Sunday every week for you to just do the things that you love. Please put yourself first. Please put your rest first, because if I had known the things that I know now, maybe I wouldn't have hit rock bottom like I did last year, and I don't want that for you. I would love for you to share your story with me. Have you ever felt fatigued? How do you manage your stress levels? And if you need some advice and need some help, please reach out. It's what I'm here for. I just want what's best for you. And I'm hoping that the lessons that I've learned in my health journey can at least help some of you live a fuller, healthier, and happier life.